Hey guys, it's Aseem Sharma, training manager from Solframe Consulting again. I do hope you're all well. Today I am going to briefly discuss the art of persuasion. How do you convince someone? How do you make someone do something that you want them to? And guys, first of all, this is for appropriate purposes. It's not to kind of lure someone into something which is questionable. So typically, if you have to persuade someone, let's say at work, maybe your boss, to, I don't know, give you a hike, give you leave, or maybe you want to explore a new opportunity and you feel that it's out of the box. It's something which requires approval and you need to consult someone about it. Or maybe you have to convince your parents about something. And again, I'm not saying that please get me this or something. I'm talking about something sustainable, something which is good for everyone, but it's something that you need to explore and you need to be able to explain. So let me give you an example. um, if I have to offer training to people, and this is something I do, and I have an innovative idea, and normally if I'm working in an organization, and I'm not referring to what I'm doing right now because over here we have a very holistic approach, which is the great thing about Solframe. But let's say I'm working in an organization where it's very corporate and there's a lot of red tape. So you need to seek an approval. So let's say I approach the business head and I say, listen, I've got this bright idea and I feel that by doing this, this is what we can achieve. And maybe I make a brief presentation about it and I'm able to back up and reinforce my claims that, look, there are previous studies, or for instance, I have done this experiment, or, sampling a few people, let's try something out. So allow me this much amount of time to execute this kind of result, and then I leave you to decide. So that way you're giving that person that authority to be able to make a decision. You're not really boosting their ego, but you're saying that, look, I understand that you are the stakeholder, you are the decision maker, and I respect that, but I have this idea and I'm confident about it and I want to try something new. And I'm also taking the ownership and the onus that whatever the repercussions may be, I will be held accountable for it. So if you're able to convince someone that, look, you're approaching a new subject, or you're, deploying a new strategy, and you're willing to take that risk, you're confident about it, you're able to back yourself up why, as I mentioned earlier, then that is a good way to start. And also bear in mind to give them space. So you can say that, look, if you need some time to think about it, understandably, because this is something perhaps which has never been, conveyed to you before, then that's absolutely fine. Should I say a week is okay before we reconvene? So, some leading questions and some assertion is good, but then of course don't be cocky about it. And what I mean is don't sound so self-obsessed that you seem to know everything, that the person gets put off and thinks, hey, are you the one who's asking me for the permission, or are you telling me? So you have to be a little careful there. You need to exercise that balance, and be prepared to compromise within reason, or be open to feedback and suggestions. Someone may say, hey, Aseem, you decided to, I don't know, implement singing as part of a communication exercise. And whilst I think that's good, I also feel that because you haven't really mentioned the specifics of it, we need to work more on the plan. And how are you going to make sure that everyone is going to contribute? Because there will be people who don't want to sing, or they can't sing, or they're not comfortable. So what do you have to say about that? And I would be like, ideally, I should have, done my research. But I'd say, okay, yeah, you're absolutely right. So these are the alternatives. Maybe we can get people to, present something in public, and break down those barriers. So different things like this. So to summarize, if you need to convince or persuade someone, have your idea ready, be prepared to execute it. So you may have to demonstrate it to the person, most probably, yes, a trial run. Give them a time frame, give them some metrics, give them some data if possible, prepare something, all right, be confident about it. explain what the advantages would be and how you would be involved and what it can bring to the business or them or whatever, and see how it goes. Allow them time to think about it, to reflect upon it, and suggest a review date. So if you have all of these things in mind, then people will say, okay, this person is taking it seriously and they're not just a joker, they're not just a clown, so, as it were. So I hope you found this useful, guys. For further tips, please do subscribe to this channel. You can also find us on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and now Telegram as well. If you have any comments or questions, you're welcome to ask or put them under the description below. Till next time, please do take care. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.